I was arrested, felony charges, possession with intent to manufacture and distribute, and was facing 40 years. It was reduced to simple possession, and I was in Virginia, and they have what's called a first offender status. So what I didn't realize is if I so much as even got a speeding ticket, I would have gotten the full charges. So the stakes were high. As long as I wasn't, it's gonna be good. My first thought after I got arrested literally was, you can drink in rehab, right? No? I got arrested in the country, so that's where I was pretty much stuck for the next 2 years of probation, and couldn't afford real rehab. My rehab was binge watching Celebrity Relapse on Netflix. Under the covers, like crying and trying not to peek at the over-romanticization of drug use in the opening sequence every episode. I was like, oh, that could have been me! So I had some serious trust issues, and one of the people that I kind of trusted was like, honey, you need to start going to meetings. And I was like, no one can see me there. I'm definitely not going to share, And she's like, there's a full-page publicity picture of you in the paper talking about your broken little crack pipe in your underpants. There's no secrets anymore. Oh, no, nobody can know what everybody clearly knows. The mask was off, so I couldn't even drive, so I had to ask my mom to take me to a meeting. We're in the country, so there wasn't, oh God, this is like one of the 12-step dilemmas. We'll just refer to it as, there wasn't nah, there was just ah! Nah, okay. So I had to go to and they shall remain anonymous. And I just wanted to disappear. It was so awkward at this meeting. It was kind of like your partner walks in on you watching trans porn. And someone tried to breaking the ice, lighten the mood, break the ice at the same time. And they're like, man, before I got in recovery, I was a flaming asshole. But now I go to meetings and I got a sponsor and I work those steps. Now I'm just an asshole. Oh God, it felt so good to laugh. I had forgotten how. So I pick up my white poker chip for one day. And I always thought it was weird that they give you a poker chip, because what do they give you in Gamblers Anonymous? I get a sponsor, and he's like, now, you don't want to quit everything at once. And I know he was talking about cigarettes, but I pretended he was talking about alcohol. Because I would rather fall down a flight of stairs than take 12 steps up. And it became pretty clear that given the opportunity or the only option, I will drink alcoholically. People are like, do you drink? I'm just like, no, just antisocially. I found out though that, so basically I could only, eventually after my first year, I could drive to meetings, work, and church. So meetings, basically. But what I found out is you can go to these recovery conventions, and I go, and it was amazing. There was like a recovery comedy show, and before that, the biggest meeting I was at was like just 10 people, and here's like 3,000 addicts recovering, and it was pretty amazing. So at the end of the day, at the end of the night, I go out and celebrate. The Green Tortoise Pub, or whatever it was called. Just like chatting it up with people there, and they're like, yeah, so what brings you to Ocean City, Maryland? And I'm like, I'm here for a convention. They're like, whoa. I was like, hey, I had a crack problem, not an alcohol problem. Where'd everybody go? So you gotta fill that void with something. So I'm hanging out at the bar, like always good at being the last person to leave, and I meet this beautiful filly from Philly. I'm sorry, pardon the pun, but she was smoking hot. Last pun. See why? And I get her number. Into the convention the next day, I give her a call. We're having a little house party, and I go over there, a couple alcohol drinks, and someone lights up a joint, and I'm thinking to myself, God, you got a crack problem, not a pot problem. I take 2 pulls off of it, and I realize it's laced with cocaine. Oh my God, it like did me in, and it felt like someone stabbed my third eye with a Bowie knife. I was like, there's no fucking way I can go through all this again. I will not survive 4 more seasons of Celebrity Rehab. I got to my 5th year anniversary picking up chips, and those first 2 years I couldn't really be honest. And this is my 4-year medallion, which I also call my, I call it my medical alert necklace because it's gold, and if I'm not wearing it, I have relapse. So I've been wearing this for 2 years, but for the past 6 months with my head up high. Thank you.